Namaste. Thank you so much. I had been waiting for this session, not knowing that the session was around the corner. So, thank you. A huge thanks to you. I loved the message. We always talk about AI, artificial intelligence, and knowing that the true intelligence is within us. That is truly inspiring. So, I'll go right to the question. Your talk about conscious leadership was truly inspiring, and that is really what is needed. So as a leader moves from the chaos and the decision making driven with stress and all that you mentioned, as we um, cultivate this inner intelligence, what does success look like to that person? Because most of the time we live in the world of OKRs and customer surveys and KPIs and all that. So yes, what does growth look like as a leader to the organization? Of course, inner growth is there, but to the organization in that sense.
Yes, good question. Thank you. So, to the organization, the leader looks like a magician because OKRs, your goals, your metrics, all that will be met so effortlessly. As I said, right? Things happen magically. And a lot of us have encountered that as well. So things happen magically, so performance improves. And to the organization, they will look at this conscious leader as someone who's able to create magic in performance, in results, in achieving objectives. Right? That's the external success. So the answer to your question is success becomes effortless, right? And the other metric that a person can carry is he achieving all that with the least amount of suffering, right? With the least amount of, though pain, I mean, pain in the sense of ups and downs keep coming, but the person will not suffer. He's basically able to take everything in more equanimous nature. The answer to your question is effortless success at very less suffering.
Oh, yes, thank you. And one more follow-up question. So how does that leader convince people around them? Because not everybody around you is going to be with the same awareness. So how do you convince them to come along?
Come along in the sense of yeah, at work, right? I mean,
Yeah,
how does a
yeah,
leader?
the decision making, the magician
Yes.
in you.
Yes, so it's so magical. I mean, again, as I said, so what happens is when we are at that level of awareness, we connect with the teams or the people around you energetically, not cognitively, not rationally, right? So when I talk about rationally, I mean, we get rid of biases. A lot of times we think about it, this person is like this, he will not understand, right? Or we'll have to do some other tricks to make him understand, but you are at a level of awareness where you let go of those biases, let go of those limiting beliefs, and start working at an energetic level, assuming everyone is an energy body, right? And it so happens that cooperation starts happening a lot more instantaneously, and even if something doesn't happen as per the books, as per the rules, you don't take it to heart, right? So that way your energy doesn't go down. Now, as long as your energy is kind of high, people around you start slowly getting to that higher energy levels and start cooperating. And there may be voices of dissent, but then, as I mentioned in my example, the voices of dissent get addressed more openly, more constructively, rather than taking it as a ridicule or something that's limiting what their progress is. So progress happens, collaboration is a lot more open, right? So all this happens in the context of an elevated leader.
Amazing. And yes, I think in us, we have that AI and it flows through us sometimes. And going back, you notice that, yes, that was the AI within us that was getting us to do certain things, and people were just coming along magically. And you didn't realize you couldn't put those that work into words, how it was happening. So thank you
Yes.
so much for explaining this in such a beautiful way. And last, one more question: How are you? You said today your goal is to teach leaders to do this. How are you doing that? Do you have courses, or tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes, yes, we do have programs, we do have courses, and in fact, the company that I'm leading, we build meditation-based apps. An app called Be Super Mind, which has the programs and courses more from it's basically the breath mindfulness meditation along with more quantum science and science-based things. So it's available on the Play Store and the App Store. We take that to corporates and we ask them to install this. There's a free program running, so people can start practicing that program. The program talks about the science behind it, the science behind improved performance, elevated performance, and how meditation helps doing it. So the programs are all carried in the app, and that's what we are pushing to the corporates. And we work with, in fact, in the US, we are having conversations with a Medicaid related agency in St. Louis, right? So they work with them. So basically, they want to take this program to their medical staff, the staffs, and the nurses, so that they become a lot more empathetic. They become a lot more stress free. So there's some conversations happening. We're running some pilots with some companies as well. So the Be Supermind app has all the programs. It has tools to help you improve your awareness intelligence.
Yes, yes. Thank you. I had a feeling, yes, Chandraji had introduced us to that a few weeks ago. And
Absolutely, yes.
yes, yes.
That's
Thank you
right.
so much. I will
Thank you, man.
maybe at some time reach out to you to see how we can incorporate it in my workplace.
Sure, wonderful. Glad to help. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I know it's early morning for most of you, so I guess no more questions. There are no more questions. So we will break and allow you to start your morning at a elevated level of awareness with the goal of each one of us. I'm sure all of us are in the process of path of cultivating and enhancing and upgrading our mindsets and elevating our awareness intelligence. And as you go through, you will realize how life can be effortless, and how life can be magical. And I wish each one of you many, many such magical moments that you'll recount to your friends, your kids, your grandchildren sometime later. This is how life is supposed to be, or life used to be. Life used to be that way, and life is this way, right? And which is what we are all finding happiness in sharing that wisdom and the practices.